Hi, eighth graders. Miss Arbuckle here. It's great to see you guys. I had sent out a option to join this Google Hangout and how to do that. And I'm all by myself. So I want to make sure that you have some important information and you can watch this video on your time when you have a little bit of availability. First and foremost, I miss you guys, and I know that I've been sending you emails and updates, and I just want to make sure you feel cared for and you have what you need, and there's no miscommunication breakdown. And so, if you have any type of questions, you can always email me. If I don't have the answer, I will make sure I can find the answer, or if I ask somebody to help me, so we can get an answer for you. So there are a few different items I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page about, just a little bit of housekeeping information. First is Edgenuity. At this point, you've logged in, you've gotten started on ELA and US history. And many of you are progressing at the rate you should be and doing your daily assignments and tasks. And I've been watching that, and it's fun to see you guys start to kind of learn in a new way. And I know it's not easy and it's not fun to have changes like in the middle of the year, but we're all in this together and we're all having to like practice flexibility. And so, first and foremost, I want to say good job. And second of all, um, a lot of you are starting to get to the point where you're taking quizzes or tests and you're starting to struggle. So I really encourage you that when you're going through the actual content, in the unit itself, that you are taking notes. You can take notes in a Google Doc, you can take notes on a piece of paper, however you want to do it. You can use those notes on the quizzes and the tests. And I think that if many of you were to do that and write down the information as you're progressing through the unit, you would see your scores go up. So in the platform of Edgenuity itself, you can only have 2 retakes. After a second, I have to, as a teacher, go in and grant you another one. On your third retake, if you're requesting one, then I will go and reset or look at least some of the assignments that are prior to the quiz or the test and see how you performed. Now, if you were struggling in those, then I'm probably going to have you retake those again, because just going back and retaking a test when you haven't really mastered the material isn't really going to help you learn at all. And so that's kind of where we're at with that. On the fourth retake, if you need a fourth retake, then you and I will have to plan a time on Google Hangout to review the material and see kind of like what's missing or what are you not understanding, because I want to make sure that you're mastering the content and not just learning how to click buttons or, speed through. You guys are going off to high school next year, and the literacy skills that are required of you are next level. And I know that this time, it's really easy to not want to engage in school because it's different, but all of us are having to kind of practice and shift and adapt to, this stay-at-home social distancing mandate. And so just like your teachers are learning new things, we are encouraging you to come along for the ride because we still want to teach and we still want you to learn. And you'll feel a lot better going into high school if you've still been learning over the next few months. So in Edgenuity, I know that it's really straightforward and it's a lot different than the items and tasks that we do in class. So we do have the option as teachers now to start to customize, and so I will be doing that over the next couple weeks. I'll give you more information when that's going to happen in particular, but keep progressing through the assignments, because you will have grades for quarter 4. So there will be a certain point you will work through in the current ELA class, and in the end of April, beginning of May, there'll be a different set of tasks that you will be completing, and we'll talk more about that. I'll put more information out as it comes, but I just want you to be prepared that is coming. There'll be more aligned tasks to what we had been working on in class, specifically an argumentative practice and unit, and then some other things that we're used to doing like TED Talks or Google Forms, TED Ed, etc. Quarter 3 grades. I sent you all an email and your parents received information from the district that quarter 3 grades will be happening. They will be going out. So from you, what I need is if you have any late work that you want to have graded, then you need to go into Google Classroom, find the assignment, read the instructions, complete it, and then fill out the late form. And I sent you the late form in um, the link to it in Edgenuity as well as in Google Classroom. It's there too. So if you can't remember how to find the late form, you can email me and I can send you the link directly. But it's the same one, same process we've been doing all year. Nothing's different with that. So 3 p.m. on Friday is the cutoff for any late work for you for quarter 3. So that'll be anything that we did in real time in class up until March 18th in Google Classroom needs to be finished. If you have an item that you're confused about, you can always reach out to me too. Third item to talk about is Presidential Service Awards, so your community service awards. They are still happening. Now I know that we're in a mandated stay at home, which means that community service might really not be possible right now, and we understand that. So we're not requiring hours for semester 2. However, we do want to honor and acknowledge and celebrate with those of you that have earned the hours for the different presidential service awards. So just a reminder that 50 is bronze, 75 silver, and 100 hours is gold. By April 30th, please email me how many hours you have if you are somebody who's really close to one of those specific awards. I have record from last semester if you can't remember, but if you know and you've added hours to it, then you need to email me and let me know. On April 30th, I have to get that list to Mr. Clement. The Presidential Service Awards and medallions will come through the office and will be we're figuring out the process of what we're going to do of how to get it to you. The third thing is that Mrs. Carr put together, and I'm going to share my screen with you at this point so that I can show you what I mean. I'll put this in Google Classroom. Ms. Carr put together a Google Doc where you can find library books and you can read at home. You do need to be reading a core novel or a novel that is in your reading level or above your reading level, 30 minutes every single day. You can find ebooks through the Ventura County Library. You can, if you don't have a library card, you can get a temporary card. All you have to do is click the image below to access their catalog. So this is a live link. Use the drop down to find the digital catalog of ebooks or the audiobook catalog. Another website is Audible Stories. It does not require any kind of payment or sign up, so you can listen to free audiobooks during this time of physical social distancing. Also, our school library, Open Library is another website, and the Gutenberg Project. So there's some information about them. I'll post that in Google Classroom. We will be doing more with reading as we go on through the semester. In Miss Vega's spring break announcement to you and your families, she put a really fun link to some virtual field trips that you can do. So if you are bored of the house, here are some no permission slip required field trips. You can go and explore different national parks around the United States. You can tour caves and underwater museums. For those of you that unfortunately won't be going to DC this year, you can tour the Capitol. Let's see what else. There's a lot of different field trips that you can engage in just to learn a little bit and explore and experience some culture, whether that's the United States or around the world. So at this time, I don't think I have anything else to share with you. I think those were the main things that I want to talk about: Edgenuity and retakes. And it's going to be changing a little bit. I'll let you know more information. It's not changing for all your classes. Some of your teachers are choosing not to customize, but I really, really want to help you get ready for high school. And so we got some work to do, especially in our literacy, like writing and reading. Second is at quarter three grades. If you have any late work, you need to turn it in and submit a late form by Friday at 3 p.m., or you will not receive credit. Presidential Service Awards, email me by April 30th if you are close to 50, 75, or 100 hours. And lastly, I will put the link to the Google Doc Mrs. Carr made for how to find books in Google Classroom. And if you have anything between now and next Tuesday at 2 p.m., when I'm going to be here on this Google Hangout again, come join me. Let's connect. We don't need to do this alone. Let's not just hide behind a computer, because then getting back to real life with real people and real teachers is going to be a lot more challenging. So take care. Fill out the form in Google Classroom for the check-in, especially because you didn't attend today. I really want to know how you're doing. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.